Alright, let's look at the armies going to use today. First up, we've got the Soviets under the control of recce.
Hi everyone, yes, Soviets versus Germans, some good hardcore East Front action. So let's have a look at what the Soviets have brought today. So firstly, we have the medium howitzer with a tow, and the feeble crew here along trying to fulfill Stalin's wishes of raining down shells upon the Germans. And then next let's go and have a look at the tank. So this is a T-28 tank, so 5 MMGs, nice anti-infantry weapon with the tank riders on. Once the tank riders get off, that's the tank riders there. So all SMGs, and for that close-up love and attention to the Germans. Starting here, we have anti-tank rifle team, which is, as we know, never any good against tanks, but very good against that last infantryman that you need to take out, or artillery or something like that. Then LMG squad, so 2 guys with LMGs, 2 loaders, and the NCO with a SMG. Here we have a 9-man NKVD squad, all with SMGs, a couple of guys proxied in there. And they've been upgraded to regular is the standard for them. They can't be veteran, unfortunately, but they do have fanatics, so they'll be good friends in a fight. Alright, back here again, looking at the flame squad. So a flame guy, and unfortunately Stalin didn't have enough points this time to upgrade to the ROX 2 or to the ROX upgrade, so Dan will be able to pick me off with a sniper, so I'll have to watch for that, keep them in good cover and watch where that sniper is. Commissar needed for the Strathbat squad, which we'll talk about in a minute. It's a dual platoon, so I can take 2 tanks, and then we have the 2 lieutenants, the senior lieutenant and junior lieutenant. Over here, the mortar, medium mortar, love my medium mortar with a spotter. And by the way, there's a spotter also for the medium howitzer. This is the free 12-man squad with the flag. Love that flag guy. That's the genuine Wall of Games flag model that came with the Soviet box, or the Soviet book, sorry, all those years ago. I managed to buy that on eBay, so I'm very happy about that. Just another order dice here, I guess. In here, a 7-man squad of rifle squad, so inexperienced rifle squad, they'll evaporate pretty quickly. Strathbat squad, I love these guys. There is NCO with a rifle, 4 guys with a rifle, and then 7 men unarmed. So they're actually modelled unarmed, and I love those because it reminds me of Enemy at the Gate. So 4 men apparently get the rifles, and 7 have to carry the bullets. So we'll see how they go. Oh, and by the way, I upgraded them to shirkers. Because that's a lot of fun watching them fail their order checks and run away every time. Okay, starting back over this side again. We have veteran sniper team. And then trusty T-34, which is useful for anti-tank, whereas the T-28 is absolutely useless for anti-tank. So the T-28 deals with the infantry, T-34 deals with any armour that's coming. A truck, which will have a couple of choice selections in it for getting into action real quick. And then this is my veteran squad. Veteran squad in snowsuits, all SMGs, 2 guys with Panzerfaust. So that's it, 1500 points. The reason that it's 1500 points is Dan's fault. He wanted to take as many points as possible. I don't know, maybe he's got a Tiger 2 there going on. So we'll just have to see in a moment, won't we?
Hey everybody, welcome back. So facing recce's Soviets, I have got Germans based around SS Force. So shall we have a look? First we've got a 5-man squad here, assault rifles, a couple of assault rifles and SMGs and Panzerfaust. Next squad back, got LMG, some rifles, a couple of SMGs in there as well. Another one, pretty much the same, again LMG, a mix of rifles and SMGs, 1 assault rifle in there, and 1 Panzerfaust. And last squad, LMG, again a mix of rifles, a couple of assault rifles and Panzerfaust in there as well. Right, so all these infantry squads here have got Fanatic. Thematically around the Eastern Front, SS of course fighting to the last man, knowing that they're pretty much going to get back from the Russians, from the Soviets rather, what they gave out to the civilians and Soviets when they invaded. So moving over to here, I've got a veteran sniper squad. All these units being veteran, sorry, all infantry. We have got also a Pioneer squad, SS Pioneers. So NCO, we've got a flamethrower team and Panzerfaust in there as well. Look at the front here, we've got a veteran First Lieutenant, Oberleutnant, and with his little 1 attendant here as radio guy. So going into the vehicles, I got a Schwimmwagen, I got Opel Blitz for the truck, I got 2 250/1, I have got a Panzer IV with Scherzen, and this one here does cause Tiger Fear. It's one of the later Panzer IV J's, and I have got an SDKZ 250/9. And I'm not sure if I actually described it. It's the I think I might have said that my half tracks are 250s, but 251/1s. But here we go. So that's the army that's facing Rex. Let's see how we get on. We'll have a look at the table. Right, so here's our game table for the game today. So theme behind this table and the background to our mission today is that the Germans have been on the defensive, pushed back by the Soviet forces. They have tried to establish during the night a staging position around this farm. In so doing, their transports carried back a bunch of stores and equipment, and they tried to establish a command post around the staging post as well. However, the Soviets pushed through during the night. The Germans had to abandon this position and withdraw further. Now the Germans are attempting to counterattack and seize control, along with the Soviets, of the ground and of the 5 key positions that are on this table. So we'll be playing today. The hay fields here are soft cover for infantry, no cover for vehicles. The hedges and fences are soft cover and rough ground, blocking some movement. We'll check out as well on the way through the objectives. So there's the first one. The trees, the forest, the dense terrain as per usual. There's the second objective up on top of that high ground. And this table has got quite a bit of undulation across it. If I get down here at model's eye level, you can actually see that there's a some undulation in the ground there, some folds in the ground, so providing some cover itself. So it's not as open as what it appears to be just from the bird's eye view. There's another objective there. So that's 3 so far. Over in this corner over here is a German stay behind force. These guys got left behind during the night and have radioed back the key positions for the stores and equipment that they have located during the night that they don't want the Russians to seize, so that in the counterattack by the Germans can formulate their plan. And the last objective is the one here in the corner of this building. It's that pile of stores there. So that's our table for today. As I said, it appears quite open. The grass or the open ground that you see, the actual mat, that there is open ground. However, again, there is a lot of undulation that you can't actually see from bird's eye level. So if I get down here and look across the table, you can see there's a lot of folds in the ground there, creating plenty of cover. Plenty of covered approaches to these objectives. So that's it. Key positions, 5 objectives. Okay, we're going to roll off now, see who gets what side, and we'll come back to you with an update and the start of the game. See you soon. Alright, so Rex has chosen the side where the road enters the table and goes to the farmlet. So I'm on the other side. My first dice out of the bag is Germans. See you soon. Right, do your worst, Rex. What do you got?
Right, so I got those nasty Germans coming up the outside there to this strategic point where I was hoping to have a bit of a plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance on my tank. So I'm going to make sure I'm not over the table edge. And then
No, you're all good there. I'm happy.
And then I'm going to fire on those guys, and I figure I can just see them if I move that there to give it a clear indication of where they are. I think I can just see them. Can I, Dan?
Yep, happy.
Just see them. Soft cover though, and I'm pretty I'm pretty cheesy to get that shot, I think. But yep,
No, go for it. Roll a dice and see what you get.
Soft cover. 3s, 4s for moves, 5s for soft cover.
Yep, go for it.
Right, heading on 5s. 3. Okay, but so it's they're patrolling. Watch out. So it's about.
All right. Okay, we'll play on. See how you get on. Right, Rex. Pens 4 time. Put it here. A clear shot without the 1-inch thing against my own troops. Right, advance. And I am going to try and shoot that T-34, Rex. So if I put this down here, I might as well leave it where it is, eh? Right, moved. No, you're not in soft cover. So needing 4s. Wah wah wah. Sad trumpet.
T-34 lives another day.
Alright. Next dice. That's Rex. Alright, so I've moved the SS Pioneers to here. Disembarked from the vehicle. Advanced. So just outside the 1-inch range, of course. And I've got my flamethrower team there. So I'm going to shoot at your veteran SMG squad here. Is it veteran SMGs, is that right?
Correct, yes.
Okay, I'm going to do some shooting at them. Alright, so flamethrower needs 2s to hit. Oh god. Okay, then D6. This one hits. 6 hits. Alright, so yep, +3 pen. It was 5, but I got that wrong, so it's not D6 +1 for infantry flamethrower, it's just D6. So 4 dead guys, +3 for the extra burny effect. Now I'm going to go for the SMGs. So 1, 2 SMGs. So again, needing 2s. All hits. Needing 5s. 2 more dead guys. And 2 guys with rifles. So the 3 is still a hit. It's 3s because moved. Rolling to wound. Okay then, and nothing for the rifles. So 6 dead guys, Rex.
Yep, they're not happy, those guys.
Alright, here we go. End of turn 1 then. So Rex's artillery tractor towed on his medium howitzer. It's detached itself in a good place there. The LMG squad's moved up, trying to get towards that sort of centre of the table and that high ground where the objective is, or perhaps an opportunity to suppress it as well. In here we've got the senior officer there. That's the spotter for the mortar there actually as well. And NKVD squad, the large squad there with the SMGs. Rex's T-34 came on as we saw, attempted to destroy the half track in the woods there, could just see it. We saw the roll there, nothing. In return, my Panzer IV came on and had a clear shot again as well. Neither of the tanks managing to find any cover there, just trading blows. Nothing again there. Over here, Rex's squad here has run on again, looking at the undulations in the ground, heading towards that high feature with an objective on it, and some nice cover there as well. Anti-tank squads there, and another officer in here as well. Sniper squad is in here. Unfortunately for Rex, he was trying to suppress my sniper squad in here as well, but didn't manage to do so. And in here, there's lots going on in here. So we've still got the small SS squad behind the tree line there, out of sight. Remembering, of course, and I've put a little marker on that one there now, that two-man squad on the 40mm base there is actually the objective. So that's got a marker on it there now, just to indicate to us what is what, and to viewers at home. My truck. So what happened here was Rex's truck zoomed up the road, and if we come back here, so it zoomed up the road there, and to threaten the squads in that area there, his veteran squad that happened to be armed SMGs got out and went into the vicinity of that area there, and as we saw, the results unfortunately is no more due to my Pioneer squad getting out of that truck and the flamer making short work of them, the flamethrower. The tanks come up here, still with its tank riders on board in a threatening position, and just going back towards the end of the board here, down this road, a number of units creeping up in here as well. So we've got a small unit in there with a commissar, and we've got the larger unit here. This is the free squad in here with its banner, Molotov cocktails, every upgrade it could possibly get, and with the commissar in a handy place for that. And we've got the mortar over here in a pretty good position too. So that's the way it sort of lies at the moment on Rex's side. If we go over to this side over here and have a bit of a fly through and see where we're at. So just get a better view here now of where the flamethrower, Rex's flamethrower team is there on the right, and my sniper team, the German sniper team. So you can look down there now and see that they're just hiding either end of that that store building, playing a bit of peekaboo, and that's flamethrower team managing to get out of view from them. The Schwimmwagens come up here and is just hiding from view behind that forest, awaiting a mission for itself. There's that view of the rear area there. SDKZ 250/9 came on and tried to take a low percentage shot at the medium howitzer. Failed. We've got a squad on foot here of SS come up in some dead ground. Looking around there, they're situated pretty well. The squad in this rear half track in here has disembarked and gone into the dead ground here, ready to go up and seize the that objective on the high ground when required. And we could see the officer is in there in a commanding position for when his guys disembark. And in the last 251, we have got a squad that had to go down in their vehicle. And we thought we were just out of view, but Rex managed to move far enough to just get in that shot against the side. Just a bit of a sliver of the side of the armour, showing us where he was. So good cover in here. So basically what we decided at the end of that first turn is that Rex giving me this side has given me the better cover. However, that is offset by the fact he's got better fields of view, because he's got larger areas of open space in front of his high ground, as opposed to me. And my high ground is generally sort of blocked by forests or something like that. So that's as we are at the end of turn one. I've got one kill. Kills matter nothing. I am holding one objective. Rex is holding one objective, and here back in this forest here, and it's all to play for. So join us now for turn 2. Right, first dice out of the bag, turn 2 goes to the Germans. So they have advanced forward here. We've got a Panzerfaust and a flamethrower in there, and they're going to open fire against the Soviet tank. So we've got we rolled a hit already, and we'll cross over and we'll see what we get and how we get on with the pen. Right, so pen value. Oh, thank goodness, thought I was going to roll a 1 there. So 2 plus 6 is 8, plus side is 9. Okay, then versus your side armour of... Sorry, versus your armour of 8. Is that correct, Rex?
Yep.
Okay, and so pens. Roll on the chart. Right, on fire. So, at the same time, however, we roll with the flamethrower as well. So here's a flamethrower rolling to hit, needing 3s. Oh, flamethrower misses.
Roll for fuel. On
roll for fuel. No, it's all good. Right, so flamethrower misses. Other guys on the vehicle can't hit or do anything. So Rex, your guys are going to disembark now, I do believe, and we'll go through some stuff with on fire, and we'll see how we get on. So Rex's flamethrower team shrugs off the 1 pin they've got from this squad that muffed their rolls, and they are now going to get it back in spades. Rex has rolled a 4 over here, so that's a hit. Alright, go for it, Rex. How many hits are you going to get?
D6 hits, 5 hits. 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that seems a bit mean.
Okay. Alright, plus...
Oh yeah, they're all dead.
Okay.
SS burning bright. Who has set your hair alight? Probably Rex with that flamethrower.
Alright, 5 dead. I don't know if that's all of them or not.
Right, do the terror test.
So
pins, sorry. Yep, so it's 4 pins in total, and I'll be taking a test.
Okay, and also a run for out of fuel. Roll for out of fuel. Okay, they're fine.
Alright, and here we are back in Flametown, Eastern Front, and Dan had the story wrong. So this unit here lives on because Rex chose a much higher target priority, well done, and it was the Pioneer unit. However, the Flamer, because they got 1 more guy in them, the Flamer and the NCO live, and because there's more than 2 of them and they're fanatics, they are fighting on. So good for Rex, lucky for me, thanks to the FAQ, and we'll continue on. Alright, into turn 2. So, as we saw, first of all, the squad here, the Pioneer squad, ran up, and the Panzerfaust took out the T-28. Tank Riders got off, went down. The T-28, sorry, basically the on-fire test was failed, so it didn't take it out directly, but that's the end result regardless. Then Rex's flamethrower squad had to go back at that Pioneer squad. Killed everyone except 2. Luckily Fanatics has kept them there. Just before that, this squad here shot at those flamethrower team and just put a single pin on them, which they shrugged off in order to attack the Pioneers. So we've got our SS sniper team here, had a shot at the Soviet sniper team, put another pin on them, only failed to kill. In return, Rex's Soviets shrugged off one of those pins, had a shot in return, and also failed to kill. So just trading blows there without too much result. Over here, the 250/9 got a shot at the rifle squad, who was just back there on the road at the time. Killed over half the squad, but failed to destroy them, and they have run up the road and gone wrong. There they are there. They've run up the road and gone behind the vehicles there into some hard cover. And the commissars also run up behind them, yelling in their ear, "Get moving, get moving. Now, this is how we move in Soviet attack." Alright, so they're up there. Other things that happened. So the transport truck that was driving the Pioneers has just reversed and get back into some cover. This squad here has stayed down. The reason for that is when looking at the amount of cover they've got, they're in a really good place there. Rex ran across and the Strafbat squad from sort of around that location there where the anti-tank team is, ran it into the open here, challenging for this this objective. It's on this high feature, but the 251 rolled around the corner, used its machine guns onto the LMG squad over there that's gone down, and then afterwards, next dice, disembarked the squad there onto the forward slope of that hill, and at point blank range they managed to make that Strafbat squad disappear. Sort of about 2 o'clock now from where that squad is. You can see just if we zoom in real close, you might be able to see viscera and gore lying in those tussocks in the long grass, because that's what happened to them. Now over here, okay, we've talked about that squad already, but these guys here, so they just advanced to the edge of that hedge line. The T-34 rolled forward. It was engaged by the Panzer IV and a couple of pins on it. Crew's stunned. The artillery track's gone forward as well. The artillery artillery opened fire, but failed to do anything, and the senior officer has just gone down there. So that's where we are at the end of that game. Let's check out who holds what. So Germans hold this objective here. The Soviets hold the one back in the forest over in here. That's one each. Over here, this one is not held by anybody at present. And we've got this one here is held by currently nobody, because we've got 2 squads challenging for that within 3 inches. So that's about it for the end of turn 2. Join us back for turn 3. We're setting ourselves up some pretty exciting back end of this game, or middle part of this game I should say, and join us back and we'll see how we get on for turn 3.
Alright, so the Soviets are ready to go. They are raring to go. A couple of squads here and some Germans cresting the hill. It's first dice out for team for turn 3. I need the first dice out. I've got some stuff going on there as well. So Dan, first dice out please.
Okay, I'm going to play the bolt action maracas here. And I'm going to reach in the bag without looking. I'm going to pull out my dice.
Wah, wah, wah.
Alright, so here's the result from that first order dice. These guys here sprinted forward just around the corner of the storeroom, and they have shot up the flamethrower team, who went down. It was actually a bit lucky rolling on my behalf. I should have actually probably assaulted them instead of chancing their shooting. However, small team and down, needing 5s, and they are no longer there. Luckily for me, I also got the next dice, and my flamethrower team, the flamethrower within the remains of the Pioneer team, has destroyed 4 guys there, no 3 guys, and the SMG's taken another guy away, and this squad here is about to take a terror test, a morale test, and we'll see if they hang around. Over to Rex and his roll. Alright, so 1 pin for being hit already by the units, plus D3 pins for the flamethrower. So 4 pins total, so needing 6 to stay. Oh, they're over there.
They're gone.
Good result for me. Alright, end of turn 3. Let's have a bit of a roundup as to the action for this turn. Right, firstly, over here, well, there's a bit of a bloodbath, so we saw a bit of an update on that earlier. What happened after all the toing and froing that you saw is that autocannon from the 250/9 over in there opened up and destroyed the 2-man squad that was there of tank riders. Then closely followed by this inexperienced squad, which picked its way through the 2 vehicles and opened up at point blank range and destroyed the last 2 members of that pioneer unit. As well as that, the commissar ran around and is now hiding behind the boxes there, sifting through and receiving, finding and incriminating evidence that can use for propaganda for the motherland. We've got the most magnificent conga line coming through here, where this inexperienced squad also tried to bring the weapons to bear on that pioneer squad, only to have the work done for them by that small squad. Over in here, we have still got that small SS squad in here. However, the objective still held by the Soviets. Back in here, this objective still not being held by anyone. Just in the open, ready for the taking. The SS squad that was in the middle of the table decided before that pioneer squad melted away that they were going to go over and support them. Unfortunately now, it's sort of found itself still in no man's land between both sort of sides of the table, as this table here is being swamped and overrun by Soviets. And then on the other side of the table, there's been lots go on as well, because the howitzer back here has decided to indirect on the SS squad down on the dead ground and rolled a 6. So you can see only 3 members of that squad left, which puts this side of the table, this flank, into doubt. As well as that, the squad here of SS is gently being picked away as well. So, yeah, sort of all in jeopardy there. The officer's nearby. Can he be of any use? The tank opened up on the T-34, put another couple of pins on it, and stunned it again. However, the brave artillery tractor now has intervened and has done a lookout, sir, and jumped in the way of the tank by the looks of it, as the NKVD squad moves forward and is definitely holding on to that objective now. So, looking throughout the table, the Soviets hold 1, 2, and 3 objectives, and the other 2 are currently not held by anyone, because due to casualties, this SS squad over there no longer holds that one. So at the end of turn 3, Soviets hold 3, the remainder are uncontested by anyone. So that's a good turn for the Soviets, a bit of a turnaround. Even during this turn, the start of the turn appeared to be Germans, sort of slightly getting the edge, and then we have see a complete turnaround from that lucky 6 and some good tactics over here by the infantry. So got it all to play for, heading into turn 4. Let's see what happens. Hey, welcome back. End of turn 4 and the conga party is just getting started. Alright, well, lots happened over here. So, the commissar got charged by the squad that came around the back of the storehouse. He was wiped out. However, the squad that is here was on ambush, took a casualty. Then the inexperienced squad moved up in conga, opened up and took another couple of casualties. This unit's just holding on over here, contesting that objective between them. 2 guys left though. Over there, truck, of course, gone down. So has the Schwimmwagen of love hiding behind there. A little dune buggy in the sand. Over here, we have got our 250/9 that attempted to fire at these dastardly individuals here, trying to destroy them. Just failed its auto test, went down. These guys here, the No Man's Land squad, took positive action, reaffirming their place in life, and have moved across the open ground towards this tree line where the sniper once was, having been destroyed by the German sniper. The anti-tank squad still tucked in that far end, but it's what's going on in the back here that's going to make it of concern. So, of course, that's an objective with a junior officer hidden in behind there as well, holding an objective. Is that a junior officer, Rex?
Yes, that's a junior officer.
Right. Over here, the mortar, okay, had to shoot at something else and attempted to hit the big squad in the open there. Am I right, Rex?
Correct.
All right, good. I'm getting old. My memory's not quite failing me yet. The 251 moved down to the open here, trying to get a shot against the NKVD squad down here. Judged it where it was, sort of looked at its line of sight before declaring, and it's out of range. So it's opened up instead on these guys here. Just put a pin on them. No casualties against that LMG squad. However, back here, all right, there's a lot going on. So the artillery tractor's moved up in here as well to have some more units on there to contest slash hold. Well, it won't hold, but it will contest. We've still got those NKVD squad guys holding on there. 5 pins there now, and a pin on this 2-man SS squad soldiering on. This squad that's slowly melting away in here, it's got another 3 pins in it after a hit, after going down from the medium mortar. Can't shrug off the pins and move in a single turn, so it's in trouble. It's in a lot of trouble there. Around the back here, what do we got? So we got the officer. The SS officer starts to come forward. He's started to come closer to some of those squads. So we've got the 251 in here and the Panzer IV. So coming back in here, you can sort of see the officer's placement there. Will he be of any use whatsoever? Tune in next turn, same time, same bat channel. As we go back through here, the T-34, 8 pins in it now. And the medium mortar just happily stonking away on that squad over there in the dead ground. So we're going down to turn 5. Let's have a quick check on who holds what. So over here, held by the Soviets. Second objective over here, held by nada at the moment. And I don't mean Soviet word that can't be translated, I mean by nobody. Behind here, held by Soviets. Over here, we are contested. And back there, held by nobody. So at the moment, we've got 2 held by Soviets, 1 contested, 2 held by nobody. Going into turn 5, got it all to play for. Stay tuned, we'll be back to you with some important moments very shortly.
All right, Dan. The Panzer IV has moved. What is your dastardly plan?
All right. So the officer that I moved up here snapped to. Unfortunately, the 251 was just out of range. Being a German officer, I could have done a German first lieutenant. Could have done 3 units, but instead I gave it to the Panzer IV. The officer's got an advance, and this last man in this unit here has got to run. So what we've got here is the Panzer IV's moved up and within point blank of that NKVD squad, and I've also made sure that I haven't got you haven't got cover for the main armament to your T-34 that's immobilised with 8 pins up there. So I'm going to roll some dice here, Rex. Okay, let's go for the red dice as the main armament against the T-34. The others are machine guns against that NKVD squad. Okay, so needing, so point blank against NKVD, needing 3s. And that's also a hit against your T-34. Oh. Okay, so that is an immobilised against your T-34, so 2 of those, it's now destroyed. NKVD is veteran, is that correct?
Regular.
Regular. Okay, then 3 of those gone, so they are now destroyed as well. So if we have a look at that on the battlefield, I think that's puts me in a pretty good place just there. Alright, come back again soon for next instalment if Dan thinks he's ahead but manages to lose ground rapidly. See you soon! Alright, welcome back to the end of turn 5. So, turn 5 really is a story of the Battle of the Woodpile. So, this SS squad advanced well, withdrew really, but in advance order. Out of sight around the corner from the inexperienced squad. Opened up on this rifle squad over here. Didn't kill anybody. It looked like they were out because they're out of view. They might be a bit safe. Recce did a radical maneuver. The conga line inexperienced squad came around the corner and ran around and basically were almost touching the objective. This squad that was a 8-man squad of SS rapidly changed direction, came towards them, turned into some sort of sharpshooters, and wiped out that squad to a man with its shooting. It was outrageous dice luck. What happened then was the sniper. The SS sniper in here before that squad was there. Took a shot at the Soviet sniper and finally destroyed him in the sniper duel. The SS squad up here also tried to put a pin on somebody, and earlier in the game they put a pin on these guys here and early in that turn, which they then shrugged off to make that order over there. So that's what happened there. Over here, man, there's a lot happening over here as well. So that brave little tractor that could drove up there and intervened between the Panzer IV and the NKVD squad. However, the Panzer IV rolled up, opened fire with the main armament at the T-34, boom, finally destroyed it. Fired its machine guns, the hull machine gun at the NKVD, and they melted away. The squad over in here, the LMG squad ran forward, and so the 2-man SS squad went down, only took a pin, probably saving their lives there. And the senior officer ran up to be in a prime position as infantry to perhaps challenge that objective the next turn. Recce's medium howitzer had itself a 6-day when it opened fire on that squad over in here. That was looking like it was going to sort of control that objective over in that area there. Killed 6 guys in a brilliant roll. After rolling 6, rolled another 6, followed by lots of good rolls. And yeah, so that squad's looking in big trouble over there now. The officer that was hiding behind there and holding on to that objective, now the anti-tank team is advanced back in there before it took its shot. So they are now securing that objective, and the officer has run around in a last-ditch effort to get some more boots on the ground in case it's needed to. So that could become important as well. And this the KFZ 251s. They rolled up, one of them opening fire at the LMG squad, killing a couple of guys. And this one over here rolled forward and opened fire, destroying the little tractor that could finally. So as well in here we have, now that is not being held by anybody. We've got the officer squad in there, but just as close as Recce's squad's over in there, with that officer team coming over in this general direction as well. So let's do a bit of a check to see where we are. Okay, so this one here, this objective, not being held by anybody at the moment. Everybody's threatening it. This one here, again, not being held by anybody. People within distance of getting there though. This one over here, being held by Recce, by that anti-tank team there. This one over here is being held currently by the SS, by the Germans. However, that is a false economy because we can see how close Recce's squad is in there. And this one here, no one is holding that one. But again, we can see that there are some units quite close, because we've also got the Schwimmwagen as well coming around there that can hopefully contest a couple of objectives. As well as I remember, we've got the mortar up in there that's tried to open fire on that big squad as well. Obviously missed this turn, but the medium howitzer did its job for him. So that is still in play as well, and that could become vital. Overwatching these objectives on this side, we've got the 250/9, so that also could come in handy. So, coming down to the wire, we've got 1 objective each, 3 either contested or not held by anybody. So, we've got it all to play for as we go into turn 6, possibly the last turn. We'll see how it goes. Join us soon.
Alright, we're coming down to the final few dice of turn number 6. So Dan has snuck in his half track in here. It's a meat grinder in here, and I have one Soviet guy holding the objective. So he's used everything up. I'm hiding from the tank, but he's managed to sneak his half track in there. So now it's a case of rolling to hit at point blank range with MMGs galore.
Right, smooth but point blank, so 3s but small team, so 4s. Anything else I'm missing in the equation, Rex?
Nope, that sounds about right to me.
Okay, move point blank. Alright, okay then. 6 shots. Alright. What are the chances of that? 50-50.
3s. Well, I'm fine so long as you don't make any hits, any kills.
So needing 5s.
Yep, 5s is the...
Ah! Booyakasha!
What was that again?
This is how we die in Soviet objective.
Well, there you go. That's that objective lost. It's only taken, one Soviet guy, it's only taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his squads to take it. But good on you, Dan. You did take it in the end. Well done.
Oh, you said that as if SS are well known for being bullies and thugs, Rex.
Yep. Yep.
Right, take them away!
See what happens after this.
Alright, so I created a ring of steel here. At a measure, the Panzer IV and the 251 are creating a space that is too tight for those guys to get through without coming 1 inch between them. So mission accomplished. However, Rex has taken them wide. He's taken them wide, there he goes, and they've now got a bead on the 2 units inside there. So he's going to have to choose one, Rex, and let's go, roll some dice.
Alright, I guess I'll choose these guys. Mainly this is just a hate thing, because it's not going to help with the objective. But I'm going to choose these guys.
Oh, the Juggernauts will be happy. You're getting petty.
Yeah,
well done.
Getting petty. So I'm going to choose these guys because they're not in hardcover. So, alright, so they're all in point blank.
Alright, I'll creep this camera over to this dice tray, Rex. Come on, roll some dice.
Right. I'll roll the SMG first.
Okay then, here we go. So we need 3s on the SMG.
Alright, that's 1.
Alright, put that to one side. Need 5s on the LMGs, loaders, and small teams. Oh my goodness, that's good rolling.
So that's pretty good rolling against 2 guys. Again, no relevance to the game. It's just one to be petty. 1 dead and a pin.
1 dead and a pin. Alright, they hold on. Alright, Rex, roll for another turn. 1, 2, or 3. The game ends. 4, 5, 6. Going one more turn. Oh, it's going another turn. It is going down to the wire here, folks. Well, let's have a bit of a roundup and see where we are. Alright, over in here. The Germans hold this objective, okay, with a bit of a ring of steel. However, the Soviets are there threatening. Over in here, okay, the SS NCO here shed his pin and ran there. He is within 3, and if we get down in here, he's also not only within 3, but he's also within dead ground, so that's a good thing. Over in here, so that's 2 objectives to the Germans, 1 here to the Soviets. Okay, and over in here,
Truck ended up closer to enemy, so he's gone. That clears out the area a little bit.
Yep, well done, Rex. And the Germans hold that one. Both of those, the infantry squad there is within 3 as well. And we hold this one over here as well. So at the moment, holding 3 out of 5. This mortar team here, though, is looking pretty dangerous. And now that that truck's moved out of the way, it could actually be in Rex's favour because that truck that was there was blocking his sight. So just having it add up, sorry, my miscounting. So 4 to the Germans, 1 here to the Soviets, and we've got it all to play for. Final turn. Where will we go? Join us in a minute. Alright, Rex, let's go. Pull first dice of the last turn. You got loads of shooty assets left. I've got loads of small squads holding on to objects by the skin of their teeth. What do you got? Aha! German dice. Right, here we are at the end of the 7th turn, and it's all over. Look at that anti-tank squad there, holding on to that objective for dear life. The SS trying to come around the side of that feature, but did not make it in time. Well done there to that anti-tank gun. It's been an absolute trooper. So 1 to the Soviets. Over here, so recce's medium mortar hit. Okay, but they went down. It's halved, and that guy survived. Then he passed his test as well, holding on for dear life there. Holds that objective. Over here, the Germans hold this one as well. They've now married up with their stay behind team. They've done well. Looking over into here, next objective, that one's being held by that valiant NCO as well. And over in here, a lucky last, that valiant LMG squad came running in, but first dice out of the bag went to the Panzer IV. They're directly in front of the bow gun as well as the turret, and they got 10 shots to the face. So we finished. Germans holding the battlefield, married up with their stay behind troops, and seized the control of their stores. So we finished 4 to 1, but that was quite a lot closer than what it actually seemed. Right, Rex. Probably didn't finish the way you wanted it to, but how do you think it went? If you could do that again, what would you change, if anything?
Yeah, the Soviet guys were definitely outclassed. Mostly inexperienced Soviets in terms of numbers, and some regulars in there as well, against all veteran Germans in terms of the troops, all with fanatics. So just completely outclassed there. But they did pretty well. I think the commander's initial decision just to push up the battlefield quickly was probably a bad one. My theory was to get up there as quick as I could. And then maybe just go down and kind of take the opportunity where I got it to pick his guys off as he came over the hills, but that didn't work out. I just got caught out in the open too many times, and that was the end of it. 2 tanks more or less worthless on the battlefield. This one got an early shot from the Panzer IV, and this one got early shot as well, so that was completely out. So I guess in terms of inexperienced infantry, they actually did pretty well, and they were on the objectives, or close to the objectives towards the end of the game, but yeah, just outclassed by the Germans, and couldn't pull it off. So well done, Dan, an absolute fair win, and good on you for that, but I'll get you next time. Alright, Dan, you're laughing, you won. Well done. Any comments on that? I won't ask you what you'll do better next time, because next time I don't think you need any extra help, but tell us about how the battle went.
Yeah, hey, look, I was actually worried through that at a number of points as it swung backwards and forwards. I think you thought I had control more than I thought I did at a couple of occasions there. So at the start, I thought you sent a couple of squads forward in penny packets, which I don't think played to your strengths. I think you possibly chose the right side for you, considering you've got 2 indirect pieces and you've got the spotters for both. I got the cover, but I think it paid off with your field of your arcs and your field of view. So I thought that was all right. I just think you sent a couple of squads forward to the slaughter early on that didn't help you, and then you couldn't get numerical superiority over me in a few places. Yeah, I think we both had some good shooting. I mean, this squad over in here, this squad that sort of was in the middle, and I was holding them reserved, trying to go which way or the next. And when they ran up, and they just shredded your inexperienced squad over there. But then in turn, your howitzer hit them with a 6 as well, and destroyed 6 out of 8 of them. So that was pretty good as well. So I think the dice swung backwards and forwards as well. I think this squad here, I mean this army here, I played for the Germans. I tried playing it pretty historically, or plausible. The reason for that is obviously, you know, they're doing a swift counter-attack. They were short on resources, eastern fronts. They didn't have the indirect fire, they didn't have the mortar and stuff like that. But you really miss it. You really, the mortar's just essential, so you can put people on the clock and move them away from their positions. So I really missed that. So it was a challenge playing without it, but I really enjoyed it. It was a great game, great scenery. Thanks, Rex, and I hope the people at home really enjoyed it. Thanks for joining us.
All right, Dan, good game.
Thanks, Rex. You gonna ask me a question or?
Sorry.